everyone, Thordan Smash here, sitting on top of Mount Birdstadt, another 14er in Colorado. But today, we are going to be talking about the future of Apex Legends. We're going to go over everything you guys need to know about what's coming to the future, what's the meta going to be, and what's going on with new heirlooms. We're going to go over all of that. We're also going to go ahead and give out a Watson Prestige skin. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. But without further ado, let's jump into today's topic.
So Apex Legends is now in season 25 and it's still alive, evolving, and it's pretty much home to the sweatiest movement gods the size of an anime convention dodgeball game. Sorry, I'm not going to stop the corny jokes. Now, that being said, over 2 seasons deep, Apex has grown from, what was a surprise drops Titanfall spinoff into pretty much a full-on battle royale behemoth, rivaled only by Fortnite. It's pretty much the top 2 out there right now. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and ask, where is Apex Legends actually headed next? Will the game double down on innovation? Is it going to finally fix ranked matchmaking? Don't hold your breath. Or will it become an online store with a shooter attached? Just kidding, it already is that. So let's go ahead and start talking about what we can be expecting first, and that's going to go over the meta. Now, as you know, season 24 didn't just tweak the meta, it actually spun the entire balancing table, flipped it, and said, yeah, it seems fine. We covered that in a video actually yesterday, but in season 25, they went ahead and added in a new legend and have doubled down on it. Nowadays, the entire classes have been getting reworked, the time to kill is getting adjusted, the shield economy is getting restructured, and the Mozambique gets buffed again for some reason. Just kidding, that hasn't happened, it's actually the P2020. Legends right now aren't just being balanced, they're being reimagined, which is interesting, and weapons aren't just tuned, they're rotated in and out of relevancy like seasonal fashionable trends. But what can we expect actually moving forward from Respawn, and what have they said? They said they want to do more mid-season mini metas designed to test future features. We saw this with Skirmisher, where instead of doing it at the beginning of season, they actually did it at the midpoint of season 24. But moving away from the meta, we actually have some new information on monetization. Hypermiss recently let us know that we're getting a brand new universal heirloom, a baseball bat. If you've ever played the mobile version, there was actually like a trailer where, Octane like flips it around and stuff like that. And apparently it's going to be dropping mid-season in season 26 with 3 recolor variants unlockable through a milestone event. Yay, our favorite kind of events everyone knows. And most likely, like I said, inspired by Apex Legends Mobile Bat Heirloom. Because yeah, a lot of the heirlooms have been transitioned over from mobile, especially the 3 recolor variants. We've talked about that very much before. Again though, this isn't tied to a single legend, it's universal, meaning that you'll be able to equip it to anyone. In fact, you can now go ahead and live out your Octane dreams from that mobile trailer. But there will be even more added in with that. There's going to be a new mythic flatline skin, apparently called Bomb Diffused. It's a limited time mode exclusive. It has custom animations, effects, and looks. It's also following in the mythic footsteps of the R301 skin. I don't know if that's sold very well for Respawn. I have to assume that it did okay because they're once again repackaging it for a new weapon. And finally, there does look to be a mythic Mad Maggie skin coming in that same split with 3 evolving tiers as we see normally with prestige skins. The dive trail that once again always comes with prestige, and a finisher that probably involves drilling someone in the spine while yelling about salvo. Speaking of which, hopefully we finally get that new salvo map in season 26. We don't have any visuals yet, but what does that really tell us? Well, once again, Respawn's monetization is shifting towards milestone events, mythic cosmetics, and prestige style unlocks. This isn't anything brand new in terms of their strategy. It's just once again continuing in that same trend. I will be interested to see if we once again see mythic grenades return. I remember that being a thing. I think that probably didn't sell well or didn't get fans hyped because we haven't seen that come back. Now, the other big thing is they're going to go ahead and have to actually do some future proofing for the roster. With 25 seasons and actually over 25 legends, the roster is absolutely massive. And the question is, how long can they keep adding in new legends? Well, they're probably going to lean heavily into hybrid class abilities, blending recon, the support, and skirmisher roles to break out of the existing archetypes we currently see in the game. What would be cool to see is legends with passives that interact with the environment, like map-specific boost. Pathfinder, used to have that whole thing where you can scan the beacon, and that was specific to him. I would expect more stuff for that, hopefully. And the other big thing is we really need a ranked reworked. I don't think ranked rumble with the ladder boards is what exactly the player base is crying out for right now. The huge issue is the hidden MMR, squad mismatches with that hidden MMR, and Respawn has promised changes, but I've also heard that 1,000 times before. They need to go ahead and do the transparent MMR based matchmaking. They totally need to rework the scoring system that rewards team play over camping, and maybe new ranked rewards that go beyond just dive trails and weapon terms that once again leave after a single split. If the whole thing was that they can't do lifelong dive trails but then went and give it to prestige skins and now they're back as a ranked rumble reward, just make them permanent. Not to mention, I did see a post the other day by a pro coach, and it was interesting that in high tier ranked lobbies, removing the dropship and everyone just spawns so they don't die off hot drop for at least the high tier diamond, maybe above, would actually be an interesting take. And I think that Respawn should once again listen to a little bit about that, at least in the high tier lobbies. I also want them to go back and go ahead and start doing more lore events, seasonal story arcs, and the previous PvE experiment modes like Broken Ghost. They have to go ahead and return to this at some point. They've left it abandoned for far too long. I want co-op missions starring Wraith, Bangalore, and Loba. That's just on my wish list. I want seasonal arcs with cutscenes and world events like we used to get, like when Mad Maggie was introduced. There was a ship that was flying overhead and like dropped a bomb. We haven't gotten anything like that in so long. Plus, it would be really cool if they went ahead and finally did the PvE raids against IMC forces or even some big bosses on Stormpoint. I don't know, just add something new that we haven't seen in a very long time or something new. And the last thing on my wish list, of course, is I really want them to go ahead and start doing some more collaborations. Fortnite just got Star Wars. I don't know why Respawn hasn't done Star Wars yet, despite the fact that they develop multiple different Star Wars games. The whole thing is mind-scratching to me. But that's basically what has been talked about for the future of Apex Legends and what I hope comes into the game for the future of Apex Legends. All that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into community clips now. Don't forget to submit your own to me at Thordan Special Twitter. But without further ado, let's roll.
Cracked an enemy shield.
Tracker set. Frag out! Enemy tracked. Hey, got a target here. They're shooting at me.
Yo, should def check out that care package.
The enemy shield is broken. Got an enemy. Shooting at me. The enemy shield is broken.
Thermite. First blood. FA bad guys. Let's do this.
Let me know down below what is your hope for the future of Apex Legends and what are you most hoping to see coming next. And also don't forget to check out this video right here where I cover more news on Apex Legends on the daily. Until next time everyone, I'm going to climb down from this thing.